Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm an artist and I want to connect with others like you who love making art.
If you're a dreamer like me, you have a giant list in your head of things you want to do, places you want to travel to, foods you want to try, new skills you want to learn, and things like that. I call them pocket dreams, thus the name of my business and this channel, Pocket Dreams Co.
Half of the fun is dreaming up these ideas, and the other half is actually getting to do them.
However, we don't always get to do everything we want, nor would we want it that way. Life is not exactly like the movies, books, or your dreams. But we can come close to those dreams with creativity and art. What would happen if you wrote down your dreams and figured out a way to turn those into art? I don't necessarily mean the kind of dreams you have when you're sleeping. Those kind are a kind of a mismatch of your day, but who knows? Maybe you dream up really neat things when you sleep. I mean the kind of dreams we call a bucket list, and the kind of things that you're inspired to try when you see something, taste something, or hear something. Like if you hear somebody playing a song on the ukulele and you want to buy a ukulele and learn how to play it. Yes, that actually happened to me. I bought the ukulele, but I haven't exactly learned that song yet. Or when you taste a delicious drink when you're out at a restaurant and you go home and you try to figure out how to recreate it. What would happen if you just wrote down your dreams and scribbled on the side what kind of art that looks like in your head? I have a huge pocket dreams list which has many things which I want to do in life, like travel to faraway places. I want to learn German because my husband's German. I have always wanted to live in a castle, and actually these days there are people who are doing that, so I love to watch the videos about people who are renovating old abandoned castles. I would love to learn how to play the violin. I really want to write books for children or for adults. I'd like to find a buried treasure, I mean, who doesn't? Paint a masterpiece, and so on. I know that not all those dreams will actually get to happen, but that's not the point. Some things I'm content with just to imagine myself doing, and other things I really want to do. But in the time in between dreaming of them and getting to do them, you and I can turn those dreams into art. For example, I would like to go to Venice one day. Well, I could research Venice, I could draw a map of Venice and start marking out the places that I want to visit. I could paint a view of the famous bridge. I could set up a travel journal with thumbnail images and sketch out particular points and restaurants that I want to visit and cafes. I could design a theater mask. I could read all about glass blowing. I could write a children's story which takes place in Venice. You get the idea. Another area I want to work on is I want to improve my photography skills. It's a dream that I would be an excellent photographer. Well, I could create a set of flat lays to use on Instagram. I could write myself a 30-day challenge with a prompt for each day. I could create a set of images using every shutter stop or aperture setting my camera offers. Or I could do a project on human emotion, catching every type of face possible with my family, etc. If you think of your dreams as art projects, you will never run out of ideas of what to create. And you will feel as if you have actually lived those dreams. While you research your project, and as you begin to make your marks on paper, you'll be thinking of your dream, and your brain really can't tell the difference between reality and pie in the sky. At least that's what psychologists say. That's what's fun about this whole thing. Who cares what your projects end up looking like, just as long as you enjoy the entire process. But we artists are also really good at procrastinating on actually making art. I know, I will do everything except create the art I sat down to make. I'll clean my desk, I'll shop for a new art supply online, I'll watch a tutorial on how to improve my skills, or I'll look at something that I probably will never do, which leads me to actually quit watching those videos and watch funny cat videos instead. Or I'll go get a snack from the pantry. Why is this? It's because of this silly monster called perfectionism. What is making perfect art anyways? What does that look like? Something your teacher could draw? Something an old master would paint like Rembrandt or Michelangelo? Perfectionism will rob you of your fun, so just whack it right now and throw it out the window. I've read that even the top athletes who compete in the Olympics still think they could do better, and those people are at the top of their game. The most fun comes from within. Be authentic. Be you. After all, there is only one you. In the words of Oscar Wilde, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. So what kind of art do I like to make? Well, I have a little ADHD relationship with art. I can't stick to one thing because there are so many wonderful art supplies, papers, techniques, methods, and outcomes. I also have art FOMO, fear of missing out, and I want to try everything I see, truly. But I do know the common themes of what kind of art that I do create. It usually falls into one of these categories. The first category is happy art. It's the kind that gives me all the feels, like making cute stickers, mugs, cards, tote bags, things like that with little sweet animals on it. The other category is historically inspired art, like creating personal medieval crests and gilding frames so I can pretend I am the queen of my castle, or trying to mimic other famous old masters in their paintings. And the third category is educational art. It's like illustrating books for children or adults. It's making art that has a message with it. So I have seen that all my art generally falls into one of those three categories that I just mentioned: happy art, historical art, and educational art. So if you haven't yet figured out what type of themes you like to do, just look at some of the past things that you've done and see if there's any commonalities between them. And then write those little ideas down. That way it gives you a good idea of what you really care about. Okay, one of my dreams is to be published. I haven't been published yet by a big name publisher, though I have done work for people who have self-published, but I do carry that pocket dream close to my heart. What dreams do you have that people may have said you'll never do? Or maybe you haven't even told people that you have those dreams. Don't give up on them. Those are the kind of things that get you up in the morning, get you out of bed, and get you working. Your dreams today map the path you'll take tomorrow. The vision you want for your life today will affect the plans you make for tomorrow. I want you to think about what really matters in the grand scheme of things. In life, if you were at the end of your life and looking back over it, what would have mattered? Would it have mattered that you get to you have all the money in the world, that you travel to all the places? I'm not sure. Those would be fun things, but I'm not sure they'd be at the top of your list. And for me, the top of my list is the golden rule. I want to love God and I want to love others. And when I get to the end of my life, I want to have known that I have done those things well. So I think that if your dreams refresh you and help you do these two things, to love God and love others, then by all means, try to make your dreams happen the best way you can, even if it's just turning those dreams into art. So what are your dreams? Which ones can you bring to life today? I've made a free worksheet for you that you can download to get started putting those pocket dreams on paper. And after you've filled it out, pick just one item on there and make a piece of art inspired by that. Now, if you like this video and would like to see more, please hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. Now go make some art today.